Hey everyone, it's Monica. Happy Be Free Friday, and I hope that you're as excited about the weekend as I am. I wanted to talk to you about training today. I have spent the last year, the last like 12 months really, I think today's actually like the anniversary of when I started this journey to get really healthy, to make my body really strong, to get my blood work and all of my levels and things where they're supposed to be. And it's been a really long journey. But for the last 11 out of the last 12 months, I have been focusing all of my workouts in the gym. And that works for me because I'm a creature of habit. I love to know what to expect. I know that makes a lot of you like insane to even think about, but that's just what works for me. And so for the last 11 months, I've kind of done the exact same routines, the exact same workouts. Don't tell me, I know that's not a good thing to do for your body, but it just works for me. But sometime in February, maybe because of all the gorgeous spring weather that we're having so early in the mountains, I hit this point all of a sudden one day where I was like, I cannot go in the gym any longer. Like I just cannot, I have to be outside. And so I decided to go on these wogs in my neighborhood, these like walking / jogging things. And, I live in the mountains of Western North Carolina where the elevation is like 4,000 feet. And so that means there's nothing level, there's nothing flat. So anytime I want to go for a walk, I'm going down some really steep hills and then I'm going back up some really steep hills. But I noticed immediately as I started these that even though I could be on a treadmill in the gym for 20 minutes doing sprints, or even though I could leg press 350 pounds, walking up a very steep hill that's like 45 degrees does different things to different muscles that you didn't expect. It works your heart out at a completely different level than what you're getting inside the gym on a treadmill. And I just began to notice that like things would hurt and feel different and like start growing differently and shape differently because I'm using them differently out on the road. And the biggest thing that I discovered was that once I'm a mile away from home, the only way for me to get home and quit working out is to finish the workout and to actually climb back up that huge steep hill and get home. And I had this epiphany the other day as I was at the bottom of a very, very steep hill. And there was even a sign that said, caution, steep hill. So if that's in the mountains, you know it's like dang steep. But I was standing at the bottom facing the top and just going, oh my gosh, I have to go back up in order to be done. And I had this epiphany that so often we are in spiritual training. We're in church, we're in Bible studies, we're in prayer groups, we are in our personal devotion time in a big comfy chair with a lit candle and a hot cup of coffee. And those things are vital. They are the things that are growing our muscles and getting our lungs used to expanding and getting us breathing in and out Jesus. And those things are so important, but those things are training only. Those are the things that equip us so that when we go out and face a mountain that's 4,000 feet, we have the capacity to be able to climb it. And Jesus said, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And so whenever we face a mountain that's in front of us, so often we get frustrated, we get angry, we're disappointed, but it's just part of what we have to do because we've been trained. And so now we have to go do the race. And so I just want to encourage you that, first of all, don't be surprised or angry or frustrated at God when you're facing a mountain. But second, the only way you're going to be able to climb that mountain is if you've had your training. If you can memorize scripture in your comfy chair, then you have to be able, when you're on that journey, having that difficult time, you have to be able to repeat that scripture to help get you through the battle that you're facing. When you are in Bible study or in prayer group and learning how to pray, those are the things that are foundational to help you when you are in the middle of an actual crisis in life. And okay, I know how to pray. I've got muscle memory here for my prayer life. And the last thing I want to encourage you with is, when you're standing at the bottom of a mountain and you're looking up, you don't get to the top of the mountain by staring at the top of the mountain. You get to the top by staring at the one step that's in front of you. You don't even look at your feet. You look at the one next step. So you just take one step at a time, slowly and steadily, just focusing on the one next step. And before you know it, you'll be at the top. So I just want to challenge you today to don't be afraid when it's time to go out on the road, when it's time to do your race. Just remember that you've had the training. And if you don't have the training, and I just want to encourage you, find a church, find a prayer group, find some people that can help be like gym trainers for you to help get you kind of in shape and get your body used to working in the way that it's supposed to, and your spiritual muscles working in the way that they're supposed to, so that when you come into the world and there's trouble, you can overcome it. I hope that you find that encouraging, and I hope that you have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.